Essentially, we're not treating the underlying issues.
Alberta saw a record high number of drug poisoning deaths in 2023, and now the government has announced a new organization. Recovery Alberta will take over mental health and addiction. The government says it will make services more accessible, but critics aren't convinced.
The creation of Recovery Alberta means you will have access to a better and more effective healthcare system.
Smith says with an annual budget of $1.13 billion, Recovery Alberta is not a private entity, but will be reporting to the Ministry of Mental Health and Addiction. This was a concern given the recent DynaLife debacle, which saw the privatization of lab services in the province, something that ultimately failed. But critics say regardless, this doesn't solve the problem of drug supply and poisoning deaths.
Without a harm reduction safety net underneath, it really presents a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, addiction being a chronic relapsing condition, many people, after they complete treatment, go back to using substances. And sadly, with that toxic drug supply, it's there waiting for them as well.
Others say Smith's chaotic and expensive reorganization of AHS will not solve the underlying problems.
The lack of consultation has been a big point of frustration, and unfortunately it's nothing new. It is not consultation to make up your mind and then a couple of years later let people know what direction has been selected. That's not consultation.
But the Premier insists those concerns have been addressed.
On the implementation, we'll be doing a lot of input, because that's where we're going to get the best ideas about how to make some of the changes. I mean, the whole purpose of moving this over was to move it over with the least disruption possible, with the continuity of staff, with the continuity of service delivery.
Minister of Mental Health and Addiction Dan Williams will host 4 virtual engagement sessions during the month of April with AHS staff to provide additional information about Recovery Alberta. And after legislative amendments, the province expects Recovery Alberta to be fully operational by July 2024. In Calgary, Henna Saeed, City News.